Live local now at 11. The death toll continues to climb after devastating wildfires in Hawaii. The latest from our crew there on the ground.
And our thunderstorm coverage continues as the possibility of monsoon moisture extends into next week.
Plus, a special moment marking U.S. citizenship. We take you to tonight's ceremony here in the Valley. Plus, local all-stars making Nevada proud. We take a trip to the past as Henderson Little League gears up for the World Series.
Now, this is 8 News Now Weekend Edition. Live, local, now.
We're strong people. We're going to be okay. That's what's important, is that we're all sticking together. People are asking me if I want to fly somewhere, and why would I leave? This is my home, and these are my people, and this is where I need to be. So we're going to do what we can to rebuild, and it'll be back, and it'll be bigger, and it'll be stronger than ever before.
Lahaina residents making their way back to homes now destroyed. We thank you for joining us tonight at 11 o'clock. I'm Sasha Loftus. The death toll in Maui rose again today. At least 89 people have died. Authorities say the efforts to count the losses just starting. At least 2,200 buildings are destroyed. The majority of those are homes. Emergency shelters still going up, and much needed supplies are being flown in from all across the nation, including from right here in Las Vegas. Now, this is already the deadliest wildfire the United States has seen in a century. 8 News Now investigator David Charnes is in Maui tonight, tracking the situation on the ground.
In just the past couple of hours, locals here got the grim news that this is now one of the deadliest fires in modern U.S. history. Crews here saying today they've yet to identify the majority of the remains, and they're asking locals who are holding out hope that someone missing may be alive to actually go and get a DNA test at one of the centers here. The Maui County Police Chief says they have to contain an area that's about 5 square miles. That's that downtown Lahaina area that you've seen. Here's what he said about why it's off limits.
And it is full of our loved ones. We've got 89 so far. Today, we identified 2.
He also says teams have gone through just 3% of the destruction so far with limited resources. They do expect more help to come in here from the mainland over the next couple of days. Meantime, all aid from all over the country continues to pour in. The concern, though, for many is what happens to the economy should tourists come. The big question, though, is could this have been prevented? Could people have been alerted to the fact that there was this fire spreading so rapidly? The governor's saying no, that couldn't happen, that the winds were faster than we're seeing right now. This is nothing compared to the 70 and 80 mile per hour gusts, he says. We now know that all of this has caused a large amount of loss of life and destruction on the scale of something these islands have never seen. In West Maui, I'm David Charnes.
David, thank you so much for that. Now, plenty of people here in Las Vegas are giving so much to help get those supplies to Maui. You can pitch in as well. Those impacted by the fires need all the help they can get right now. The Ninth Island Kava Lounge near Rainbow and Hacienda in Spring Valley accepting donations for about another half an hour or so until midnight. Here's a big thing they need: people to come load up those supplies. And if you have a truck or trailer to help move those, that would be great. When we checked in over there earlier today, it was clear how much those of us here on the Ninth Island care.
Just the devastation is very sad, and I just wanted to make a difference in at least one family's life.
Now, here are some of the main things they still need: sleeping bags, tents, folding chairs. They really need more food, especially baby food. The Ninth Island Kava Lounge also plans to accept donations next Saturday. We have all of this information on our website, 8newsnow.com. Another local business stepping up to help those affected by the devastation in Hawaii. Our High Coffee Cafe in Henderson arrived to stacks of donations when they opened yesterday. Diapers, pet food, toiletries, and other essentials all heading to Maui on a cargo shipment Monday. Meanwhile, Las Vegas Hula is selling artwork with all proceeds going to the Maui Strong Fund. Local Hawaiians are doing anything they can to help.
But we want these people to know that we're still connected. We still will do whatever we can to, help.
Now, if you want to help, High Coffee Cafe says they are accepting donations on a walk-in basis. Monday's shipment only the first of several to come. Now, Maui isn't just struggling with the devastation, but also a staggering economic toll. Tourism accounts for nearly 80% of the island's income, and the damage estimate could top around $6 billion. CBS News' Carter Evans is on Maui with a closer look at the impact.
Lahaina was a magnet for tourists, and the dollars they spent were the economic lifeblood of this once thriving town, which now lies in ruins. This week, the visitors who normally flock to Maui were part of an exodus. The Kahului airport jammed with people trying to get out.
It was just, I want to get out of here. It was unbelievable.
Julie Brazil has a lifelong attachment to Maui. Her family's taken trips here every year from California for more than 3 decades. This one ended with an evacuation that lasted 30 hours in a small rental car.
Was there any point that you were scared?
I was actually. There's this long line of cars and I'm like, am I going to get out of here? What's going to happen?
Also on her mind, what's going to happen to Lahaina?
It's completely gone. They're going to have to rebuild. I don't know how.
To those who live in Lahaina,
there's no real jobs around anymore, around in town or anything. And like I said, the bakery where I worked is burned down.
Also gone is their way of life.
Everyone who came here, it was their happy place, and now everything we knew, can't go to the gelato shop anymore, can't go to the ABC stores, can't go to the bars we used to go to. Such a big sense of community, and although we still have that sense of community, it's not going to be the same for a while.
That uncertain future also gnaws at LaTanya Parker, who honeymooned in Maui and returned last week for her anniversary.
Will you be back?
Not anytime soon, to be honest. Hawaii is beautiful, but this was a very traumatic experience.
Carter Evans, CBS News, Maui.
Now, during the first half of the year, Maui had nearly 1.5 million visitors. That's a third of all visitors to Hawaii, and those tourists spent $3.5 billion. So along with all the other damage, those tourist dollars are going to be a huge loss. Now, our local Red Cross also helping fire victims. Volunteers already on their way there for a 3-week deployment. You can donate by texting Red Cross to 90999, which will send a $10 donation. You can also visit redcross.org. If you're looking to reach someone in the fire zone, dial the number you see on your screen there. Press 4 to get to the Restoring Family hotline.
About 11:07 here on your Saturday evening. Some of the storms that we saw earlier throughout the region in the afternoon, mainly across northern Owens Valley, spreading into Independence, and that has pretty much ceased at this hour. So far, what we're looking at here in our area, 91 degrees, partly cloudy skies. We do have a light wind coming in from the north-northeast, about 14 miles an hour. We still have pretty much continue our coverage as far as thunderstorms. By the time we move into tomorrow, we get a little bit of a small break, especially with some cooling conditions into the forecast, only hitting about 100 degrees. Again, another slight chance after 11 a.m. So mainly we do have a better chance for showers when it comes to higher terrain. That does include our mountains. So if you are heading out to Mount Charleston, make sure that you're keeping the forecast in mind. Temperatures do near average by the time we move midweek. So I'll break down more details on what to expect coming up in just a few minutes. Saucer.
Thank you, Mary Jane. Well, it was a special day for more than 200 Nevadans. During the halftime of the Las Vegas Lights soccer match tonight, they officially became U.S. citizens. 8 News Now reporter Candace Charles was there to capture this special moment.
More than 200 people took to Cashman Field on Saturday to celebrate a moment many say they've waited years for.
Here, I'm giving myself a better life, a better opportunity with love.
Natalie Friedland is one of the 200 plus to graduate during the naturalization ceremony. She moved to the U.S. after meeting her boyfriend, now husband, on a trip. The new citizens originate from 53 countries. Friedland is from Israel.
I'm very proud to be who I am. I love my country very much, and I'm very happy that the United States of America and the State of Israel are very good friends with each other. We are like sisters. We need to take care of each other.
New opportunities is what many of the new citizens say they came to America for. Roger Valley says he also came to escape a war.
It was a dangerous place, desert place in that area by that time.
He came from El Salvador in the 80s. It took him 17 years to get to this moment. U.S. Senator Catherine Cortez Masto, the first Latina in the U.S. Senate, welcomed him and the other new citizens during halftime of the Las Vegas Lights soccer match.
It's the same as my family when they came to this country. It's about that American dream, that opportunity to succeed.
The first step to a lifetime of possibilities in America. From Cashman Field, I'm Candace Charles, 8 News Now.
Immigrants may be eligible to become naturalized citizens of America once they have lived in the U.S. as a legal permanent resident for at least 5 years. Now, in order to take the citizenship oath in Nevada, they have to have lived in state for at least 3 months. Meantime, CCSD says it is offering all students free breakfast and lunch at participating schools without applications this school year. It's part of a federally funded program made possible through the Healthy, Hunger-Free Kids Act. The district has not yet said what schools are participating in this program. Target and Starbucks. Can you think of a better combo? I can't. Coming up, we'll tell you more about their new drive-up service. Plus, Nevada going to the Little League World Series for the second time ever. And last time, we'll explain after the break. Mary Jane.
Near average temperatures right now, cooler for your overnight lows. We take a closer look at what to expect coming up in your full weather forecast here on 8 News Now in just a few minutes. We're live, local, now.